Here's a story of a client I worked with. I respect and admire so much. He might be watching, but he's gone on to recover and do really well. But this was a guy who worked a really high up job in a company, and he basically reached out to me through YouTube and he said, "Look, man, I'm in a rough place with this stuff. I'm hiring you once a week, sessions. Basically, let's do this." And he was talking to multiple therapists. He had PTSD from tinnitus. That's how bad it was. He had PTSD from it. And I said, "Yeah, man, I'm here for you. Let's do this. Let's get you recovered." And we met once a week, and just this guy's mindset was so good. Like, this is exactly the mindset you want to have. If he's watching, hey man, you had the right mindset. And his mindset was basically like, whatever it takes to habituate. Like, I'm not looking for cures. You can't cure it. Done trying. Let's habituate. This is what do I got to do? How do I get it done? I got to get back to living. And that was exactly my mindset. And every single people that I meet that recover, they're just like, what does the literature say? What does the science say? The cure doesn't exist. It's impossible to cure. Habituation is the answer. Let's habituate. And let's just, how do I get it done? How does it get done? This is the answer. Let's do it. And it's just that quick people like this do that, and it doesn't take them years to do that, like quick, very quick, like days, even in an instant, really. For me, that it was, what does the science say? Because I'm a man of science, straight up. That's just me, I'm a man of God. God created science. I love science. But here is the thing. When I read the science, and the science said that habituation is the only cure for tinnitus suffering, I said, well, then that's that. That's that then. I read the literature. That is what it is. Looking for cures is pointless. Ruminating is pointless. Doom scrolling is pointless. I need to reframe my thoughts, practice mindfulness, meditate, get on with my life, stop putting my life on hold, don't check for it. I don't care how hard it is. Wake up in the morning, get my day started. That's it. There is no other option. There was no other path. Laying in bed and worrying about it, it's not an option. It's not. It's just like I am determined to live, and I'm determined to recover, and I'm determined to get back to my life. End of story. That's it. And that was my mindset, and that was this guy's mindset. And every single person that I work with and recovers, that's their mindset. So you can see the night and day difference from someone who stays stuck forever and someone who doesn't. You see it. And I can see before someone works with me, and I would ask them questions to see if they're even a good fit. Because if someone's not mentally in the right space, if they're still like, if we're having a session and they're like, what about this cure? What about this thing? What about that? And I'm just like, you're trying to control it. You are not in a place where you're ready to even work with me, because you're still trying to control it. You're still looking for cures. You can't. They don't exist. Sorry to tell you that, but it doesn't. Habituation is the way forward. You have to be willing to habituate. If you're not willing to do that, then you're just going to spiral. I don't know how else to say it. That's what the science supports. The science literally supports that. Go on Facebook groups and see them. See all those people in there stuck. They don't want to go through the path. They don't want to go down the path of habituation. They want to stay trying to control it. And when you try and control something like tinnitus, it ends up controlling you. So this guy recovered. He went on and lives an incredible life now. And, every single person I work with recovers, because I make sure they're in the right spot before they waste any money on sessions. And I will straight up tell you, the application that I built, if you're not ready for habituation, don't waste your time, don't waste your money. If you're looking for something to help you habituate, daily meditations, a habituation tracker, thought reframe, thought journaling, all of those tools that help you habituate, every single thing that I did personally, then the application is for you. But if you're still trying to find miracle cures, if you're shelling out $3,000 to supplements, if you're all over the place trying to control and hold and stop the sound, don't get the application. It's not built for that. So I like to be just straight up with people, because some people aren't at the place where they want to surrender. Not everybody is able to let go as quickly as my client was, or as quickly as I was. For me, if I see evidence destroys my illusions. If I see evidence of something that is grounded in research and grounded in real, concrete facts, historical evidence, and personal testimony, and it's a mountain of it, then I have no choice but to let go of what I think, right? So if I'm thinking, I want to find a cure, I want to try and control it, I want supplements and all this other stuff, but the evidence and the scientific research doesn't support that, I'm probably going to have to stay in my delusion or accept the truth. There's no other options. Unfortunately, with tinnitus, those are your options, one or the other. I don't know what to say, but if you can accept it, and if you can surrender to it, it's not that hard. It's not really that difficult. It seems impossible, but on the other side, you look back and you're like, why did I ever let that bother me? And there's support, there's channels, there's YouTube channels, there's an app to help you do it. There's so much support out there. Habituation is becoming more mainstream for the first line treatment in tinnitus, and hopefully we can get that in every ENT and every doctor and every audiologist. It will be the first line treatment, will be tinnitus. Okay? That's the goal. We're a long way from there yet. Like I said, the medical industry is very slow. It's very archaic. So is the big academia. These institutions don't like change. They don't like anything that threatens their hierarchy. So of course, we're going to see some pushback. But as more and more people begin the route of habituation and begin to post their testimonies, and like me, I'm a developer, right? So I recovered and I built an application. This helps so much. You don't even understand how much this helps by getting the cure of habituation to as many people as possible. That's the entire point. If I wouldn't have posted my story and my testimonial, that's less awareness that's being raised about it. So there are people every day that are coming online who are people who have skills, developers, doctors, lawyers, psychologists, and they get tinnitus. And they look at these videos and then they recover. They look at the literature, they look at the research on habituation, they read it, they recover, and then they end up helping a bunch of people. These are the movers and shakers of the world, okay? These are the movers and shakers of the world because they have a platform, they have a voice, and they have the skills to do something about it and to help people. So the tinnitus community should not be trash talking, developers and people who are building businesses around this and people who are launching applications and trying to help. That's how the world works. It's called innovation, right? So we should be encouraging that. We should be letting go of our ego, coming out of our entitlement. I know we're suffering, we're victims, and we're up here and everyone else is down here, but we should lower ourselves down so we're the same as everyone else, even though we're suffering, and be humble and be thankful that there are people in this space that are trying to provide solutions for tinnitus sufferers. Okay? I think that is going to help a lot because more people, more doctors, more people are going to come into the space, and that's going to help the research, that's going to help the innovation around tinnitus. It's going to be all together better if the community can become less toxic. And for me personally, I don't care how toxic they are. I don't give a shit about haters. I don't care how many people hate. I don't care how many people say whatever they want to say about me. I don't give a rat's rip. I post my videos. I build my products. I charge what I charge. It is what it is. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. I don't care. And that's the way, but not everyone is like me, right? I'm a developer that lives in a hut, okay? So I'm a little bit more edgy, right? I've already rejected Western society. I rejected big academia. I rejected all of the institutions that have literally lied to people, oversold them on overpriced college degrees, Okay, I'm not even going to get into it all, but I don't have much faith in the system, clearly, as you can tell. But that's the perfect formula for innovation, is somebody who doesn't like the way the system's run and has the skills to reform it and do something about it. That's where innovation comes from. That's where the automobile came from. That's literally how airplanes were born. Orville and Wilbur, people outside the system, people that had a dream and had the gumption to do something about it. So anyway, I'm damn proud of what I've accomplished, damn proud of what I'm doing, damn proud of this community and every single person watching. Just know that I'm proud of you. Anyway, thank you so much. Smash the like button. I'll talk to you later. Peace.